Ahoy, shipmates, and welcome to Studio Lox. I'm your host, the Godfather. For those of you who don't know me, I am the founder of Lox and Company Limited. Today we're going to go over Lox's newest apparel item, Clear Those Murder Holes. Let's get unlocked. Clear Those Murder Holes. That is the name of the title of our newest graphic t-shirt, which is available now. We'll get into the name later. Let's go over some of the basics of the design. So first and foremost, as you see right now, it's not a t-shirt. It is a 3/4 sleeve raglan tee or baseball tee. Two different names meaning the same style of t-shirt. So that's that. They come in two different color variants. We have the heathered white body with indigo sleeves, and we have a heathered gray body with black sleeves. We've got the artwork on the front of the t-shirt, and we have the Lox logo on the back of the neck. Let's talk about the design now of the artwork. So we have, of course, a nautical theme going on here, the United States Navy. We've got battleship here in plain view with the hull number 35, signifying USS Texas. Before I go any further on the design, I need to explain the significance of the USS Texas, or else you won't appreciate the design in its entirety. So, the history of the USS Texas. It goes way back, but we're going to pick up a story on June 6, 1944, otherwise known as D-Day, the Normandy invasion, the Normandy landings. What happened was that the Rangers on Pointe du Hoc and the soldiers on Omaha Beach were suppressed by bunkers with machine gun nests. They were stuck on the beach, they were stuck on the cliffs at Pointe du Hoc, and they needed fire mission support. So they called it in, and the USS Texas answered their fire mission calls, and they were actually firing on two different locations simultaneously using all of their guns. Pretty fascinating stuff, but what makes the USS Texas stand out from the rest of the fleet is that the USS Texas, or nicknamed Mighty T, actually got as close as it could to the shore and almost ran herself aground. Furthermore, I should say, some of her targets were just out of range, or just out of reach of her guns. If you can picture the barrels on the turrets, kind of like, as you can imagine, the higher the tilt, the further the range, right? Well, when they maxed out the tilt, they were still out of range of targets. So what happened was this. The captain ordered the entire backside of the ship to be flooded. He flooded half of his own ship, that's correct. What happened though was when they flooded the side, the ship tilted even more, increasing the pitch or the tilt of the barrels, and they are actually able to hit their targets. Really, really cool, really interesting and fascinating. Because of that, they won a bunch of war medals, the crew of USS Texas, the captain, and it's just a really cool story, really cool piece of history, helped save the Rangers on Pointe du Hoc and the soldiers on Omaha Beach. So let's go over some more minor details in design. Of course, we have the nautical theme, as I mentioned. You'll see the seaweed. You'll see the seaweed. You'll see nautical rope. You'll see the wooden helm and the anchor in there. In the backdrop, you're going to see two American flags. So really patriotic, really nautical, embraces the whole United States Navy and Patriot theme. Totally love this design. Also, if you look at the ship itself, you're going to see, like I mentioned before, the hull number 35, which is an exact replica and the exact number of the USS Texas. On the top, the text, you're going to see Mighty T, which was, of course, its nickname, the USS Texas, or Mighty T. And then on the bottom, you're going to see Dreadnought. Dreadnought was the war class, or the warship class of that battleship. It basically was the baddest battleship in its day. So we wanted to include that into the design. If you look closely, you're going to see 3 Allied invasion stars. That is because this is part of our Allied invasion series. Also, the name of the t-shirt, Clear Those Murder Holes, we just get it from the movie Saving Private Ryan. Captain Miller, Tom Hanks' character, he says, "Move fast and clear those murder holes."
Move fast and clear those murder holes!
Talking to his crew. Now, some people think that he is talking about getting out of the way of the ramp, or in modern warfare, we call that the fatal funnel. You want to get out of that because that's where all the bullets are coming in. Also, he could have meant that, and he also could have meant clear those murder holes, the bunkers where the German defenses were firing on them. Of course, the USS Texas cleared a lot of those murder holes out, and for that, we honor the crew of the USS Texas in this design. Today's quote of the day comes from Abraham Lincoln, and he said this: "My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is whether or not I am on God's side, because God is always right." I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Unloxed, getting to know the history behind Clear Those Murder Holes. They are available now for pre-order, and every pre-order comes with a free sticker, so pre-order them. You're gonna love it. I am curious to know, what is your favorite naval movie? And don't say Jaws. If I see Jaws in the comments, I will block you. Stay sharp, stay savage. Godfather out.